Now for global business updates, here is Rotus Odiri. Good morning, Rotus.
Good morning on this business day for Thursday. Good morning to all our viewers out there on the morning show. Let's begin in Asia with India, again, making the news. We're going to be looking at a particular automobile called the Honda Elevate. The Honda Elevate is a vehicle that is made by Honda in India. It is a made in India compact SUV. It hit Indian showrooms in August of 2023 and got embraced by Japan. So it is the first made in India Japanese vehicle to be a big hit over in Japan. So it was, I think this is like the first time in 28 years that it ended up beating out other brands in terms of imports into Japan. So it hit showrooms in India in August. I think it started being sold in Japan in March. Take a look at this chart. Look at these new colors here are a bit confusing, but Honda is in dark blue. Mercedes-Benz is in, what is this? Is this teal or aquamarine? And then BMW is in tan. You look at January of 2024, Honda is in third place behind Mercedes, behind BMW. So Mercedes is doing about over 3,000 units. This is new registrations of imported vehicles in Japan. In second place, BMW, a little over 1,000 units, and you got Honda at 1,000. Same thing in February, where Mercedes climbs up to 4,000, and then you've got BMW just under 2,000, and still Honda is about just a little over 1,000. From March, when it actually went on sale, that's the Honda Elevate, Honda took off. So second place behind Mercedes, ahead by a smidgen of BMW. And then April and May, Honda is in first place. So this is the first time you're seeing in about 28 years, Honda beating out Mercedes and BMW in terms of imports into Japan for a made-in-India vehicle. Mercedes did take over again in June, but the story here is two things. One, this is a low-price vehicle. If you convert the exchange rate, it comes out to about $13,000. So that is a low cost. Now, it's not an electric vehicle. It is a gas-powered vehicle, but it's low priced. And so they were specifically targeting a certain demographic to purchase this vehicle. Secondly, Japan and India have an economic agreement where there are no import duties on items that come into each country. So no import duties on these cars. That doesn't add to the cost. That makes it affordable. And by the way, the key thing here, exports. It's not just enough to make a vehicle. You've got to export it. Let's go to the U.S. Stock market now. What we saw yesterday on Wednesday was a big fall for Wall Street, and it was dragged down by tech stocks. Wall Street saw its worst day in 18 months. The S&P 500 falling 2.3%, its worst day since December 2022. The tech-heavy NASDAQ falling about 3.6%, its worst day since October 2022. It was mostly tech stocks. We had earnings from Tesla, which disappointed, earnings from Alphabet, which disappointed as well. Alphabet did well, but I think Wall Street was worried about the amount of money that they're putting into AI. It's coming out to about $13 billion a month. For Tesla, falling about 12% yesterday, worst day for Tesla since 2020. Tesla is facing big competition from China. Automobile revenue coming in under what Wall Street was expecting. Elon Musk having to explain, and this is so interesting. We've talked about this extensively since Elon Musk endorsed Donald Trump. Elon Musk explaining on the earnings call that Tesla has to pause its gigafactory that it planned to build in Mexico because of, if Trump is to get into office with J.D. Vance, those high tariffs that they say they will slap on imports from other countries. So you can imagine supporting someone whose very policies are going against your business model. Also, Elon Musk was a special guest of Benjamin Netanyahu, who of course addressed the US legislators yesterday. And as he was leaving, he was asked about that $45 million a month that reportedly the Wall Street Journal said he was going to be donating to the Trump campaign. Here he is saying that it was complete fiction.
Mr. Musk, are you still going to donate to Trump? Do you still donate $45 million? I'm sorry?
At no point did I say that I was donating $45 million a month to Trump. That was a fiction made up by the Wall Street Journal.
Now, it's interesting he says that because Donald Trump ate it up. Let's go back to Donald Trump's rally in Michigan where he talked about Elon Musk giving him that particular money.
But Elon endorsed me the other day, and I didn't even know this, he didn't even tell me about it, but he gives me $45 million a month. A month. Not 45 million. Gives me 45 million a month. And I talked to him just a little while ago to say I was coming here, how you doing? And he didn't even mention it. He didn't mention. I mean, other guys, they give you $2 and you got to take them to lunch. You got to wine them, dine them.
So it'll be interesting to hear what Donald Trump has to say going forward, since it's now been confirmed that Elon Musk is not going to be giving that money. $45 million is a lot of money. All right, let's bring things home to Nigeria. The Senate has passed the one-time windfall FX tax on banks, and it's been increased. It's been increased from 50% to 70%. So basically, the Nigerian government is now looking to collect a 70% levy on the realized gains, FX gains, of banks in Nigeria. There's been a lot of pushback. The banks don't like it. As we've already explained several times, how do you get the banks to give you these realized gains? These gains are unrealized, right? You have to actually close out your trade to realize the profit. So we're going to see how this works out. Let's get to Transcorp Hotels. Transcorp Hotels reporting half-year profits, half-year earnings for 2024, the first half of the year. Pretty impressive numbers. Pre-tax profits climbing by 188% year on year. Look at revenues, 29.7 billion naira, 61% year on year growth. Your gross profit, when you back out your cost of goods sold, 57% year on year growth, 21.2 billion. Profit after tax, 10.5 billion naira, 188% growth. Profit after tax, 6.6 billion, climbing by 169% for Transcorp Hotels. If you look at the performance of the stock, closing yesterday at 98 naira 40 kobo, 3-month return 11.91%, year-to-date return 40.21. Let's talk Treasury bills. We had a Treasury bill auction yesterday. And of course, this is the first auction since the latest rate hike from the Monetary Policy Committee. You can see the offer there, 16.4 billion for the 91-day. The subscription came under that, so that was undersubscribed. Bang on for the 182-day, but you can see most of the demand was for the longest dated tenure of 364. So 354 billion subscription going after an offer of 255 billion. And the stop rates, the rates did climb. So for the 91-day, 18.5%. Prior stop rate was 16.3. You can see the 182 there, 19.5%, 17.4, and the 364, 22.1% from 21.2. But look at the true yield. The true yield is, you're taking your upfront interest and reinvesting that. 19.4 for the 91-day, 21.6 for the 180. Look at that, 28.3% for the 364 days. So as we've said over and over again, invest in Nigeria. Let's round off with the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who was at a investment summit, a pre-investment summit in Lagos yesterday. The governor of Lagos State had his cabinets for transport, for technology, for agriculture, all coming out to sell Lagos to investors. There was a packed room at the Echo Hotel, big wigs in there looking to invest their money in Lagos State. And this is coming ahead of ASIS 3.0, Africa Social Investment Summit, which will be looking, of course, at more in line with impact investments in Nigeria. So that's all we've got for this Thursday business update on the morning show. Back to you guys in the studio.
Well, Rotus Odiri there with the business segment of the morning show.